Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie. Welcome if this is your first week visiting us. We'll be doing an oracle card reading for the week of April 18th through April 24th, 2021. If you do happen to stumble across this video outside of that time frame and it feels relevant to you, then absolutely take the guidance as it feels relevant. So this is going to be a general energetic reading for the collective. You may find that these readings apply some weeks more than others, or some cards apply more than others because it is a general reading. So it is kind of me tapping into the energy of the collective and doing a little bit of a prediction, whereas in private readings I focus less on predictions and more on healing. In these we do try to look a little bit forward just to be able to prepare ourselves for the week and see kind of the energy that's coming in. So we will be looking at one card for each day. I'm going to use Colette Baron Reid's Wisdom of the Oracle this week. So 7 cards, one for each day. And I will go ahead and draw all 7 of those, and then we will talk about those one by one. So I feel like, just intuitively, and things that have been coming up in readings and healing sessions for clients, I feel like we're kind of in the same energy. I don't know how you all are feeling, where it's a strange energy, isn't it? And I mean, it makes sense given the things that have happened over the past year or more. But it's kind of like an energy of building and being stuck at the same time. I don't know if you all are feeling that too, but it's like, it's an energy of creation, but it's an energy of, whoa, slow down, relax, and wait, and make sure that you're taking your time. So it doesn't feel like an energy of being stalled to me, but it feels like an energy of hurry up and wait. So I do feel like we're still in that. Now we do have a full moon coming on the 26th. So by the end of this week, we'll be heading into that full moon energy. And I feel like, as I have mentioned 400 times, I am not an astrologist. I mark the moons on my calendar and that's about the extent of it. But I do feel like this one's going to be back to sort of the normal moon, where the full moon is really a big release, where over the past year they've kind of felt different to me, where maybe the new moons felt more like release and the full moons felt more like creation and manifestation. I feel like this one kind of something happens and that it gets turned a little bit back around to, I don't want to say normal, but traditional maybe is the word I'm looking for, where this full moon will be a big release for everyone. So I, for one, am looking forward to that, like a fresh start. And it's interesting, it comes on a Monday, so I think it's probably really like late on that Sunday night, early Monday morning. And so it's the last week of the month, and I feel like it's going to just kind of whoosh us into May. Like there's going to be a collective release and we're going to start a new energy in May is how I'm feeling. Okay. Sorry. I have rampaging cats today. If you can hear them. Okay, so we've got our 7 cards and let's see what comes out. We'll start with Sunday, April 18th. We have the To Be Fair card, which is interesting. So this is on a Sunday. This is about balance and justice, but also considering both sides of the coin. So that's kind of that energy, that hurry up and wait energy, isn't it? Where it's like, I have these plans, what do I do with them? I have these plans, is now the right time? Everything's been stagnant for so long, it's like we're afraid to kind of stick our toe in the water. So this is about the fact that sometimes during our life we are working on things that feel challenging, and other times in our life we are working on things that feel effortlessly fulfilling. And that there is rhyme and reason to all of these experiences and all of these seasons of life, but the goal is to strike an overall balance. So did you spend the past 10 years working in a job that wasn't fulfilling, or maybe in a relationship that you knew wasn't really going to stand the test of time? This is saying it's kind of time to start tipping the scales the other direction. What's going to fulfill you? What's going to feel effortless for you? Because it is about striking that overall balance throughout our lifetime. And it's a balance of lessons and experiences. we don't usually come here just to experience positivity. Normally, we come here to experience different lessons, some of them on the positive end of the spectrum, some of them on the negative end of the spectrum, some of them easy and effortless, some of them feeling more difficult or overwhelming or unfulfilling. So, this is about taking a step back and looking at where your scales are at, and where do you need to strike that balance. Are you moving into a more balanced state? So this is a great energy to start the week on a Sunday, because the messages that we are coming back into, are returning to that balance point, where things can again start to feel fulfilling for us. So there is our Sunday energy, to be fair, to be balanced. And then Monday, so this is Monday, April 19th, we have TikTok. But it's reversed. So there we have TikTok reversed, which in this deck, and I think in a lot of Colette Baron-Reid's decks, she doesn't call it reversed, she calls it protection position. And it always has a sort of positive or productive spin, even if it's energy that's upended. So I feel like this comes as a reminder to stay connected to Sunday's energy. And a reminder that all things happen in divine timing. So this is the TikTok card. It has to do with timing. Sometimes we can't see the whole picture, and sometimes that's by divine design, that we are not being shown the whole picture. So just stay in that space, Sunday's space of feeling balanced, knowing that the scales are righting themselves, and having faith. So I turn that right side up so that we're moving in the right direction this week. And then Tuesday, April 20th, we have the number 11 card, which is by the book. So this one I feel like also connects to Sunday's energy about balance and justice, and fairness, and that by having put in the work over a period of time and having good intentions with that work, now you get the return on your investment. So was it money? Was it time? Was it your energy? What was it? Whatever you put in over time is now coming back to you. As long as you stick to your plan and go by the book. You don't get nervous about your plans. You don't second guess the divine. You don't second guess the wisdom that's coming to you intuitively, as long as you stick with your plan. Generally, what comes to us first is most connected to our intuition. It's then that our ego and our human mind starts going, oh, is that really what's best? Is that really what I should do? I could also do this, or I could do this, or I could do this, or I could do that. But revisit that first thing. Was it the easiest thing? That's usually the right thing. The thing that has us in a state of flow is usually the right thing. So stick to the plan, go by the book, don't get nervous about your plans and projects, and try to take a shortcut or second guess yourself this week. So then Wednesday, April 21st, we have Co-Create. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck, because it has such a supportive energy. It reminds us that we are not alone. We are supported by our team, however you view that. Is it angels, ascended masters, ancestors, past loved ones, people here right now, co-workers, family, friends? We are here to co-create with this team, with the universe, with spirit, with the divine, with our higher self. So Co-Create says, we don't have to be at the helm of the ship all the time. We are co-creators with a higher power all the time. Be especially aware this week, and especially when this comes up around Wednesday, of messages from spirit in the form of signs or symbols or synchronicities. This week very much has the energy of being supported and guided by spirit, as long as we don't second guess ourselves. So that is also back to the by the book plan, about that not second guessing ourselves energy. So know that you are being divinely guided. So then we are on to Thursday, April 22nd, and we have the flexible card. So this is the same energy we've been in all week, about being open-minded to various options, but also sticking with our intuition and not going, oh look, there's a shiny new idea, there's a shiny new idea, sticking to the plan, going by the book, not being distracted and trying to multitask too much this week, but also being flexible to new ideas that might come in. So the path where this says to me, the path where you are going may take some detours, but you will still end up with the result you want thanks to that co-creation energy that we're in and we're recognizing. So, that co-creation energy is always there. It's whether or not we recognize it. So thanks to that co-creation energy that we are recognizing, we will still end up with the result we want. It just may be a really interesting trip, and stay flexible on that path, on that trip. Sorry. So then we are at Friday, April 23rd. We have the Observer card. So this is the energy we've been talking a lot about over the past couple weeks, staying a bit detached from outcomes, staying in observer mode, seeing things from a higher perspective, and that energy is indicating it is still here. Again, with the message of the end result being what you want, just like we talked about, and staying flexible, the end result being what you want, but detaching from how you get there and just allowing it to unfold, and saying, isn't this happening in an interesting way, instead of, crossing your arms, stamping your feet, and trying to control the outcome. So staying in detached observer mode, staying flexible. And then at the end of the week, we are back around to Saturday, April 24th. So at the end of this week, where are we? We have Treasure Island. And this might be my favorite card in this deck. I'm not sure. I say that a lot, but I really love this one. Treasure Island, which is another card that says your work pays off. So, this is all saying things are coming to fruition. That is very much the energy that we're getting. It's been building for a while, but this week something is kind of culminating, something comes to fruition, you finish up a project, something happens this week by the end of the week where we feel more settled, and more like we can see that light at the end of the tunnel. If not, the treasure box opening and really revealing itself to us in full. So this card says your hard work pays off. Everything you've been doing pays off. You have reached, what you want. X marks the spot. You've hit the jackpot. Your plan may come to fruition this week, or you just may have reignited an interest in something you were working on. Either way, it's kind of completion, but starting fresh at the same time. So either way, Treasure Island means success is yours. The treasure is yours. So that is how we wrap up our week. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what's going on with you in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you click the like button. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I have listed my other social media links below and how to get a private reading if you are interested in doing a bit of a deep dive. Feel free to contact me. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will talk to you next week.